Most people set up GoHighLevel pipelines completely wrong, and this is why their leads don't turn into paying clients. In this video, I'm going to give you the complete GoHighLevel pipelines and opportunities full tutorial, plus show you the exact setup that I use in 2026 to help me close deals automatically. So to access opportunities and pipelines inside a HighLevel, you're going to come right into your sub account and you're going to go right down to opportunities. Then you'll be brought into the opportunities and pipelines section. So first, let me quickly explain to you what a pipeline is and what an opportunity is and how they fit together so you actually know why this is important. So if you're a beginner, pay close attention. In GoHighLevel, a pipeline is just a list of steps someone takes before they buy your service or your product. An opportunity, on the other hand, is one person, also called a lead, inside of those steps. As a lead moves forward, the opportunity moves through the pipeline. So a sales pipeline is just a way to track where every lead is in your buying process. And guys, pipelines are powerful because they show you exactly where the leads get stuck. And when you can see that, you know what to fix. And when you fix it, you can make way more money. So now that you understand what pipelines and opportunities are, let's go into building your first pipeline. So you're going to come right in here and we're going to click create new pipeline. Even though opportunities is labeled first, you first have to create your pipeline. So what we're going to do is we're going to click create new pipeline. It's going to bring us right over here into the create new pipeline. And again, if we wanted to create a pipeline and we were in here and we already had a pipeline, we could just click like this and click create new pipeline. Either one brings you to the same place. So first things first, you need to name your pipeline. So what we're going to call this is the HVAC sales pipeline. And you're going to put in whatever name you want there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add the stages. So if you don't know, the stages are each section that the lead goes through. This is what it looks like in a full pipeline. These are the stages. These things right up here. New lead, website lead, ads lead, and their leads fall under each of those stages. So that's what we're creating. We're creating stages. So whatever your sales process looks like, you want to plug in each stage like this. And you can move these around like this. You can change the names just like that by just deleting and typing in whatever you want. And then you can add more just like this and delete them like that. So first things first, you're going to need to put in your sales process and put in each of these stage names. And right in here, this is just for reporting the way it's going to pop up. So you can either click these on, okay, or off. So that's the first thing. Figure out what you want. So this is what we're going to go with because it's for the video. And then once we're ready and you have what you want, we click create. Boom. There it is, our pipeline. So we're going to go back to opportunities. And here it is. Here is our first pipeline. So guys, before we go through with anything else, I just want to let you know, if you guys have questions at all during this video, drop them in the comments down below so I can answer personally. It gives me feedback, helps me, and gets your questions answered. It's a win-win. So if you do, drop them down below. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit further on how to edit your pipeline. So we have a couple different options. If we come right over here, you will see we have these buttons here. So first things first, we're going to click this pencil, which is editing your pipeline. So when you click the pencil, you can edit said pipeline. You can move the stages around just like this. Okay, you can come in, you can change how it shows up on reporting by clicking what you want here, toggling them on or off, or we can just delete stages by clicking this and it will delete them. So if we click new stage, click the trash can, they go away. Then what we have is we have smart tags. So this is just a special way to kind of add a little more color to your leads panel. If you don't know what leads panel is, it's this thing right here. It's the little bracket where the lead comes in. Don't worry, we're going to get into that in 1 second. But that's how we would basically add an extra layer of tagging. And they have pre-built out tags right here you can pick from, like high value, it's a big lead, new lead, came in recently, unassigned deal, hot deal, and whatever else. But if we don't want to pick from the preordained ones, we can come right in here and click add smart tag. Now here we can add the exact name. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this new hot lead. And we're just going to say a new lead in the pipeline. And you put whatever you want. Then we're going to pick the exact color we want of the tag. If you want to see what these tags look like, they're these little things right here. New lead, new lead. These are tags. By the way, this is just a dummy pipeline I created for visual reference so you understand, but that's what these are. These are going to be the tags and this is how they pop up. And the color right here is the color you pick right here. So you decide what color you want. We're going to go with green. So once we have it, we can apply to all pipelines, but we don't want to. Then we're going to click next. Now this is the rule in which they pop up. So depending on how you want to do that, we're going to add it in here. So we're going to do status is open. That's all we're going to do. But you could add more and more. It could be owner is, and then you could check unassigned. It could be created on. It could be yesterday, today, whatever. You can go crazy with this, and you just add filters or add nested filters to get it exactly how you want, because different leads in your pipeline will come in different ways. So from there, once we have everything dialed in, we just click save, and then right here, we see the lead is dialed in. And then again, over here, we can view it like this, and you'll see this is what it looks like. So you can see it like in live time, which is pretty cool. And again, this is your lead card. I already showed you this. This is what your leads are going to look like, or opportunities. And then we're going to go back, and then we can edit it just like this, like we did before, or we can just delete it like that, and it goes away forever. So that is basically how the smart tagging section works inside of your pipeline. Then we go back. So that's what the edit does. We then have managing permissions. So all this is what users inside of your high-level sub account get access to, you guessed it, your pipeline. So we can share with all users by letting them view it only, edit it, or no access. So you pick that, or you can select specific users. So right in here, we can pick which one of the users inside of high level gets it, and then we can exclude specific users. Again, just depends on how you want to do this. View only, edit access, this on who gets access to pipeline, but you can edit this just like that. We're not going to add anything. And then last but not least, we have delete, where if we click this, it will delete the entire pipeline. And to delete it, you would just click this, type in delete in all caps, click delete, and then your pipeline is gone forever. And then if we come back to opportunities and we click up here, this is how we can switch between pipelines, because you may have a bunch of pipelines. That way, when we come in here, we can go back and forth picking from each pipeline. So I'll show you real quick. So if we create a new pipeline, we'll just do pipeline 2. Let's make sure it's properly edited. Then we click create. I want to show you this. This is pretty neat. We come back to opportunities. We can filter between the exact pipelines like that. So again, that's a way to quickly switch between pipelines once you have a bunch. So that's where you're going to do it. So that's how you create your pipelines inside of HighLevel. Now we move on to the next part, which is leads in your pipeline, which are these bad boys. And these are the things that can potentially make you a ton of money. So now let's go into the leads and opportunities. So one quick thing I want to ask you is, if you're interested in learning more about HighLevel and learning more about pipelines and how to have better sales process, I have a 30-day extended free trial down below. When you sign up with that, not only do you get 30 days of GoHighLevel free, you also get access to my entire community for free, plus all of my trainings, all of my snapshots, my client getting system, sales scripts, like everything. We have more videos really than anyone else. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy. And then we have over 6 live coaching calls that you can attend for free every single week. We got ones with me. Okay. We got ones with actual agency owners. We got ones with other actual agency owners. Guys, these people are actually selling GoHighLevel and learning it. So you're getting access to the best people that I know in this space that are high-level wizards as well. And again, you get access to all of this for free when you sign up with that link down below, and it is the ultimate hand-holding experience. So whether you are a beginner trying to learn high level, it's great for you, or you're an advanced agency trying to scale, we got you. So if that's you, make sure you go check that out, because that could change your entire agency forever. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the process, okay, of bringing leads in and how the leads thing works, and then we're gonna go into automations, which is big for this. So we have 2 different ways we can add leads into our pipeline. Well, technically 3, but the third one is automated, and we'll get to that later. So number 1, we can import a list of leads that are already pre-done from another software, or we can add in one at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start with the importing way. So you're going to click import. Once you have it, we're going to leave this checked. You can do this as well, but we're going to have this checked. We're then going to click next. Right in here, we're going to pick the CSV file that we have. Right here, it's leads list. We're going to open whatever list you're using, CSV, Google Sheet. You upload it. We then click next. Then right in here, we have all of our leads. You'll see them just like this. They're all kind of plugged in. Some of these are pending, okay, because this is a dummy list, but we're going to click don't import in unmapped columns. But if they are actual leads, you're going to want to make sure you properly map them by putting in the exact pipeline and where you want them to go. And then we just click this. Again, if you have actual, leads that you need to sign up our pipelines and map them properly, make sure you pick this stuff out. Again, I don't know what you're doing. Then we click next. And then from there, we can add any tags in if we want them, or we just let it go and we just click start bulk import. And then what it's going to do is it's going to ship all those leads right into your pipeline. That is the way to bulk import your leads. Now we're going to move on to the other part, which is adding one opportunity at a time. So we come right in here and we click add opportunity. So first things first, if you have a bunch of people in your contacts list, you can just click it and you'll see their names pop up, and we just click them and it'll fill out, and then we can import. But we're not going to do that. We're going to add manually, and you're going to put in whatever name you're trying to put in. So we're going to click create new contact because we had to have that. We're then going to enter the email in. Okay. Put the exact email, put in the phone if you need it. And then we have a couple more details down here. So we have the opportunity name. So what is the opportunity? We have the exact exact pipeline we can pick from. So we're going to want it in the HVAC sales pipeline. You can have it at the new lead. Remember our stages? These are the stages. We're picking the exact stage. This is a new lead. That's where we're putting it. Status is open. Okay, open is meaning it's ready. Lost is it's gone. Won is that it's a sold lead. Abandons, it is gone forever. Okay, we put in opportunity value. So how many dollars do you want this opportunity to be for? We'll price myself at a modest $59, but you put in whatever you want. Owner, again, these are the users inside a high level you can assign to. Same with followers. Put in the business name if you need. Opportunity source, where did this lead come from? Instagram, Facebook, paid ads, networking, wherever. And then you can add tags in like this to be added. So that's what you're going to do. This is how you add one lead at a time or one opportunity. You just fill this out and then you click create. Go back, we refresh the page, and boom, there it is. There is our first lead in our pipeline. How cool is that? So here we are, we got the lead, we can move them stage to stage. That is amazing. Don't worry, we're gonna get into that in just one sec. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up to an even deeper level, as you see with these things, what this lead is all about. So if we click this lead, okay, just like that, again, you go by and you just click the lead, you will now see a bunch of other details. So first, this is the exact page we wanted before. You can edit this as you like and then click update. But then we have a couple different things we can do right on the spot. So first things first, we can book an appointment with this real quick. So we can come in here, we click Declan's personal calendar, we can pick the exact day, the exact meeting location. So is this a Google Meet? Is it in person? And then the appointment title, however you want that. And then we click book appointment. And you'll see right here, when we refresh the page, boom, right there, there's a booked appointment. It says right there because it got that little tag. And again, you see right here, these are the other options we have, which are these things. So then we have tasks after that, which is like, do you want to build them a website? Do they need to be followed up with? And you can just click add task, insert the task, and you're good to go. And again, these are just filtering by adding in tasks for the specific lead. And you'd put it in just like that by clicking add task. Then we have notes. So this is a great way to add in notes on said lead. So like, were they rude? Do they like gambling? Do they want to have 3 websites? Are they happy? Like you add notes about said lead. So when other people look at it, maybe the fulfillment team or other salespeople, they have specific things on each lead. Now there's ways to automate all of this, which I'm going to get to in a sec. So don't you worry. You don't have to do everything manually. Payments, all things with payments, transactions, all that stuff is going to be right under here. Again, actions here right here. You can create an estimate or an invoice like that. And then associated objects. These are things, objects within high levels, car, cat, house, whatever, that you can attach to said lead. Now, if you don't know what custom objects are, I have another video completely on that. It's a more complicated subject, but I have you covered if that's what you're looking for. So that's what all of these little things do. And if you see, again, they're all right here. So if we want to add a note, we would click this, and then boom, it pops up in notes. So those are all the fine details on said lead. Okay, so then what we have over here is basically managing the fields and customizing your card. So again, this is your card right here, and we can customize it by picking from any of these details and changing stuff like that. So you can go through and find what you want and edit it as is. So I'll show you right here. So if we come right here, you see how it says business name? We can come right in here, we can click business name, it's gone. You see opportunity source, we click this off, it's gone. If we come right in here and we're like, you know what? I want to have engagement score, we click this, boom, it now pops up. As right here, engagement score. You want to do contacts, email, contacts, phone, boom, they pop up. So you pick exactly what you want to be on here, and it will pop up or not pop up. And again, this is your card, this thing right here that shows everything to do with said lead. So you pick that as you want, and then you're good to go. And then you would click apply, all pipelines. And then as you see, it's basically editing said leads just like that. And then right up here, you have advanced filters. This is if you want to basically filter certain things to see a certain kind of lead, which could be open leads, closed leads, pick what you want like that. We then have list view, which is going to change the entire view from being your pipeline laid out to basically just a list of your leads. And then up here, you have menu where you can export all of your leads, restore the opportunities, restart it, and then dashboard insights, where if you click this, it's basically going to show you a bunch of stuff with the dashboards. Don't worry, we're going to get into that in a sec, because that is also something that a lot of people on YouTube completely skip over, is the whole analytics side of pipelines. But from there, that is essentially how you create said lead, which again is an opportunity. They are the same thing. And then up here, we have bulk actions. So this is just all of the things that you've done. So like, hey, I deleted a bunch of leads, I started pipelines, that stuff will all pop up under here so you can see exactly what's been done. Okay, so now as you see here, I'm just gonna show you a little bit about this. So when a new lead comes in, if you have upgraded that lead to contacted and you contact them, you can move it right like this. Okay, if it's been to proposal sent or whatever stage in the pipeline, you can just drag and drop just like this. If it has been lost, you can drop it right in the lost column. We'll go to lost, put it in abandoned, it'll be abandoned, or one, you put it in one and it'll be put into one. Or if it's closed, you can move it right here. So this is going to bring us on to the next part, because we've gone over all the stuff with creating pipelines and then basically creating opportunities and how that works. So that's really the first stage of understanding pipelines. So congratulations, you now understand the very basics of pipelines. But if you have a big pipeline, you have a lot of leads coming in, what you're going to want to do, and this is where it gets really important, is you're going to want to focus on automating this so you don't have to manually be like, moving these around, because that is a lot of wasted time. But also, if you have hundreds of leads or even 10, 30, 40 leads a month, it starts to get hectic. Now, if you are smaller and you don't have very many leads, I recommend doing it manually. It'll actually be better because you can see the process. If it's automated, you're going to lose track of it. But when it gets bigger, you absolutely have to have this automated, or you will literally actually lose a lot of money. Like it's bad for your business if you don't have this automated. So now what we're going to go to is automation and then basically the analytics side of this. And again, guys, if you have any questions at all, comments down below, your boy will answer. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the world of automations. So we're going to click automations, then we're going to click create workflow, and we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to show you a couple different things with this. So this is really, really important to understand. So what most people do, okay, is that they'll be working, okay, in high level, they'll start getting leads, but they literally start adding everything manually in here. But you have to understand, all of the contacts that come on a high level from forms, websites, calls, whatever, they come into contacts, not immediately just into your pipelines. This is, you have to set it up. Because again, contacts could be random. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a lead. So our goal now is we want to start routing people from your lead sources, whether it be Facebook ads, form submissions, however you get your leads, networking, whatever, into these pipelines automatically, and then automate each stage. So based on actions within high level, they get moved automatically. So when you start to get a bunch of leads, you're not like, did I follow up with Jim or did I follow up with Chanel? Like, did I? And then you don't know, and then you lose a lot of money. That's not good. So what we want to do is we want to automate that. So there's a couple different things we can do. So first things first, we click add new trigger. We're going to first pick the trigger that starts this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to do form submitted. I'll even test this for you later. Form is, you pick the exact form that you would be using, and we're going to click save trigger. From there is a bunch of different stuff we can add. So we can click this plus right here, and all we're going to do is we're going to do opportunity, and you'll see right here, we have a bunch of different actions within the opportunity bracket. So we can create update opportunity, remove opportunity, and there's all this new stuff that makes it much better than these, which is add owner to opportunity, remove owner from opportunity, add follower to opportunity, remove follower from opportunity, find opportunity, create opportunity, update opportunity. So we have all these different things that are all based on this pipeline and moving the stage. So as soon as, let's say, a new lead comes in from this exact form submission, what we want to do is we want to come right down here. We want to click create opportunity. We put in the exact name. So what you can do is you could be at like new HVAC leads. Again, because it's the HVAC sales pipeline, you pick the exact pipeline you want. We're going to do this one. And then we click save action. That way, as soon as this form gets submitted, they go right in here and it creates a new opportunity. So this is how we start to plug in, okay, leads into said pipeline. So we're obviously going to go more in depth in this, but let me just show you this really fast. So we're just going to do sales. We're going to do HVAC pipeline. So sorry, my spelling is atrocious. We're going to click save. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to test this live using the form that I created right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to preview, and then I'm going to plug this all in. So I'm going to do Declan the wizard. Boom, boom. Make sure that this is all good. It's saved. It's ready to go. And then we're going to click this. I'm going to click button, which is the submit. Obviously, this is the test. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right back to our pipeline and we're going to refresh. Boom. Simple as you like, right there. You see how cool that was? It automatically sent this over via this form right here. So now I hope the wheels are starting to turn in your guys' heads, because I just showed you how, based off of an event inside of high level, we can start pumping these new leads or contacts right into the pipeline. And trust me, when you start to get a lot of leads or you're collecting stuff from people, you want them to go in your pipeline. That's why if you're like doing stuff in networking, okay, and you're collecting people's business cards, you can set up an automation where once you collect a contact and you put it in and you have like a little form card, and by the way, you can do these in high level, have other videos on this under the sites tab. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. It'll immediately set and just start pumping people in your pipeline. But here's the thing, because at first you're like, well, that's pretty cool. We now have the leads in, but now you can get super crazy with it. And now you can basically plug them into an entire sales sequence based off of the pipeline. So then we come back here. It could then be like send SMS or email. So as soon as the new lead comes in, it's sending them an email, and it's all based off of the pipeline. That way you're not coming and going, did I message Declan? did I? And then you're going back and forth in your head like, how does this work? It's just all automated. And again, that's the beauty of high level. And then from there, what we want to do is we want to add, things where once we contact them, it moves them to a different pipeline, which if we were to do this again, it could be stuff like this, like customer booked appointment, add filters, select the exact calendar we want or something like that. And then could come in and we could change it in the pipeline to be like, come right here. We could go to something like update opportunity. And from here, we can add the action name, add field. And then what we can do pipeline, and then we can select the pipeline and we can move the stages. So again, I have other videos on this. I actually have a free snapshot in one of my other videos that shows you how to automate all of these pipelines. If you guys want that video, just say automated sales pipeline in high level in the comments down below, and I'll literally just give it to you. But that's a video that is on my channel too that shows you how to automate every stage. And again, it just depends on what you want, because it's not like I can just go through and set this up because I don't know what you want. All you have to do is continually have the new trigger, which would be a different stage in said pipeline, and that is how the leads will move automatically. Now, I want to let you guys know this is exactly what I use in my business, okay? Both for my affiliate business and SaaS, I essentially have all of this automated. So when a new lead comes in, they're getting plugged in here, but they're also getting a massive nurture sequence hitting them immediately, so I don't have to do anything. You want to set it and forget it, because at scale, you want machines to do the heavy lifting. You do not want to have to deal with every little part. You want one system that works super well, and all you have to do is dump leads into it. And from there, the robots, the automations just absolutely blitz your leads. That is how you're going to get crazy outsized returns. And again, that is what I teach on my channel. You just have to figure out exactly what you want, and then you just got to let the automations go wild. Again, in my community, which you get access to all this for free when you sign up with my link down below, we have calls where we can guide you on this if you're also interested. And if you guys have questions, obviously drop them down below and I'll help you with that. So that is essentially how the pipelines work and how the automations work within the pipelines. So the last thing I want to show you is in the dashboard. So this is actually really cool. This is how you're going to have your analytics be plugged in exactly to your opportunities. This is really important for seeing, okay, what's going on. Because right in here, this looks cool and all, but if you have just a ton of leads, kind of stuff like this right here, you're just going to be like, what is going on? It's only going to kind of confuse you. And we go to dashboard, we essentially are going to have access to all this information. So if we come right in here and we click HVAC sales pipeline, we can see exactly what's going on. We can pick the pipeline. See, no data found, HVAC sales pipeline, we found it. And to add what data you want to see, we just come right into edit dashboard, and you can come right into opportunities and you can add any of these. Okay, what you want. You can just plug them right in. So if we want to do stuff like one opportunities, we just take this right here, click save, and right here, it gets plugged in and we can make it bigger, smaller, however we want. And we now have access to that. And these two can be edited or deleted like that. And you can get rid of stuff. But this is really important because you see new lead. If we go back to the pipeline, you'll see $59. It shows it right here. Now, if you have a bunch of leads and each one of them has a value added, just like I showed you how to do, if it's $20, $30, $50, whatever for each lead, you then will see all of the potential money in your pipeline. So it can kind of visually show you. And guys, clients love to see this stuff because it shows your sales process visually. This is really important. A lot of beginners don't understand, even advanced people, but being able to show your entire sales process visually works wonders because people actually see what's going on, not just you telling them it's good. So that's the last part, is tweaking that to make sure your pipelines are really crushing. But that's it, guys. That's really the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you're interested in high level, check the link out. What I want to do now is I want to actually link my automations masterclass. Okay, it's everything to do with automations right in the end of this video, so you can properly understand how to automate this, because it's not as simple as just like slapping up some automations with my free snapshot. It is understanding automations as a whole, okay, because those go hand in hand with opportunities. And when you marry them, it is a crazy combination. So again, guys, thank you for watching, and make sure you watch the video that pops up at the end of this one because it could potentially make you more money.